Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we have an awesome video for you guys. Does the new artist Perimeter that we met in World Beyond have a connection with Michonne's caravan, the migrant caravan that Michonne meets up with?
Yeah, guys. So this has been a big hot topic, and we'll kind of give you guys some little details as to why there could be a connection or possible connection, so to speak. But it may not. It may. We just want to talk about it. Let you guys let us know. So, as you guys know, Michonne's final episode, season 10, episode 13, she departs from the area of Maryland, kind of that's where Virgil was at. And after leaving, she was heading north when she comes across a very large traveling migrant caravan. And she was possibly maybe somewhere in the New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia area, somewhere around there, right? Now, these people were dressed in animal cowhide coats. They were traveling horse-drawn wagons and headed in one direction, very organized.
Very Ginny.
Yeah, very
Ginny-esque.
Pioneer-type nomadic, migrants, yeah. So another little tidbit is that she also found a logbook that apparently maybe some group on the boat visited Tampa Bay, Florida. They visited Hopewell, Virginia. That's actually the actual location where World Beyond is filmed, is Hopewell, Virginia. And Bridgers Shipyard, New Jersey, which is located near the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey border. Now, and in World Beyond Season 2, the premiere, Iris, Felix, and Will take refuge at a place called the Perimeter, which is a secure community surrounded by miles of wall. The Perimeter is outside of the CRM research facility in New York State. Once an abandoned farm town, it's now been converted into an artist colony led by Indira, and she struck a deal with CRM that they clear the dead, they ward off strangers from the research facility in exchange for supplies and neutrality. And while Iris, Felix, and Will were being transported, they were on a little wagon, and they also had kind of some animal skin cowhide on the wagons, and they were dressed a little bit pioneer-y.
It's all adding up.
Little bit. But could this Perimeter group be the migrant group that Michonne runs into? Now, let me give you guys some timelines, okay? Now, according to the Walking Dead Wiki Universe timeline, the Walking Dead World Beyond Season 1 finale was in the year 2020, day 3668. Michonne discovered the migrant caravan in 2021, day 4149. That's over 400 days after the World Beyond finale.
Season 1 finale or Season 2?
Season 1 finale of World Beyond. And remember in the premiere of Season 2, Lieutenant Colonel Kublik talked about these massive columns that they call these mega clusters, right? Who keep combining with each other, taking out cities and stuff at CRM's command. But maybe what if one of these massive columns came through the Perimeter, which forced that group to leave
and migrate,
and they migrated away, and that's who they rolled into is Michonne, and this is their new migration, and they're heading north more towards Philadelphia, which is the supposed city Rick was being taken to from the little teaser we got 3 years ago that had the buildings, and somebody who's super smart who knew what those buildings look like said it looks like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. It's a far stretch, right?
Like, it's a far stretch.
And this goes back to the cell phone. Is it a cell phone? Was it a cell phone?
It was an iPhone.
It was an iPhone.
It was an iPhone, dude.
It looked like an iPhone.
Yeah.
But anyway, that had a rendition of Judith on it.
Michonne. Rick's name.
Yep.
And Japanese writing.
Rick's name was on it?
Rick's name was on it.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, a drawn portrait and, some elegant writing on there. And, it was that someone from the artists, the Perimeter people.
Yeah. So it had Michonne's picture on there. It had Judith's picture, which Judith's picture was of what she looks like now because she had Carl's hat on, older Judith. The Japanese writing translated to believe a little bit longer. Back when we saw this, Angela Kang did confirm that the writing on the phone, quote, was a message to Rick from somebody somehow on this boat. Because Michonne found the phone on a boat.
Yeah, almost like, believe a little bit longer that you're going to find your family. Like he's still searching for his family. Like
his name's on there. B, Michonne's picture, and current Judith's picture, a drawing of her is on there.
Yeah, you don't write those and
Who
put
would
the
know that?
saying believable a little bit longer if, that person isn't actively looking for them.
Exactly.
And it was obvious to us when we did a video on this, 3 years?
While back.
3
Yeah.
years? No.
No, 2 years ago.
2 years? Yeah.
Year and a half, 2 years.
Look, Rick was trying to find them, but
Mm-hmm.
obviously didn't have the means to do so.
Do we know if Jadis...
It's so frustrating talking about that.
No, because Rick leaving was before the time skip. Now we know that Judith is going to be showing up in World Beyond Season 2, which is 6 years after. So
What'd you say?
I said I was thinking, did
You
Judith
said
ever see...
Judith shows up in World Beyond.
Did I?
Jadis.
Sorry, Jadis. Jadis shows up in World Beyond, which is 6 years after she saved Rick. And we're wondering, so how could anyone know what Judith looks like now? Well, I keep saying Judith. Jadis could have easily be traveling back to Alexandria to check in, and that's maybe because we thought maybe it was Jadis who drew it because she's an artist. So maybe she sees Michonne. She doesn't see Michonne. Yeah, she could have seen Michonne and Judith, and she draws the picture.
Yeah,
and leaves it for Rick.
She has the means to do so. The trash yard's still there, I'm assuming. No one seems to go back there. Morgan was there after the all-out war, but that's it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but just seeing the capability of what Jadis had, in that facility or in that area just leads you to believe that, look, that could be anywhere. So Jadis could be actively spying. We know she's a spy, but could actively be spying on the Alexandria community.
Just to keep tabs on them, to see if they're getting any bigger, to see if they'd be a problem for CRM, or just, we're led to believe that Jadis is evil, potentially, right? She's a soldier in CRM, but she's doing what she needs to survive. But maybe in a sense, she still has a good heart, and that's why she's checking back with Alexandria, because A, they have Rick with CRM, and they're not allowing him to leave. Maybe she strikes a deal with Rick that, okay, every once in a while, I'll give you an update of how your family's doing, which makes me sad because it's been 7 years.
Yeah. Well,
It makes me sad.
That just blows my mind. I mean, where and why is Rick not going back?
Yeah.
And, you better explain the hell out of that, or better do a good job in the movies if you even have them, because it's frustrating.
It's frustrating. And that's why I think you even mentioned, I think they need to have Rick return in season 11 to do a time skip, whatever you need to do a little bit to have him return.
And you could still do the movies.
So then that will make the movies, give you a better context for the movies, to how you're going to end the movies, to how he gets back.
Because you're still going to accomplish the main goal of a scene of a reunification of Michonne and Rick in the movies.
Yeah,
And you could gloss over that and still have that at the end of the show with him reuniting with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
But
But I do think that, the migrant caravan that Michonne is with is on a trajectory to where, if Rick is in Philadelphia, they're going that way. They're heading that way. They're going to probably go to the shipyard in New Jersey, which is on the border of Philadelphia, and she's going to be there. Unless maybe the caravan wants to go in a different direction. She's already saying, okay, I got this far. I'm now heading on my own to go search for Rick because Philadelphia is right here. You know what I mean? But does the perimeter colony have a connection?
would you be so
Far-fetched
upset
right
if
now.
we didn't get anything about Rick in World Beyond? I know it's not about Rick, but man, at the end of it, you got to give something. It's
got to be something.
There's no movie news.
It's 2 years. They're 2 years behind The Walking Dead.
There's nothing
but,
planned, right, that we know of.
Not yet.
Like, it's starting to get very frustrating.
Yeah.
Very frustrating. Like,
It is.
almost to the point where I don't even need anything anymore.
Almost. Yeah.
Right?
Almost. Yeah. We thought we might be doing a video talking about, Rick, and, is it going to be too late by the time we get starting in this, or people are just going to be not care? It's more of a side story now because it's been so long. But getting back to the topic at hand, the perimeter colony.
A lot of evidence adds to it.
A lot of evidence does add to it that they could be. Once again, they're two. We are 2 years behind The Walking Dead right now, and we're Michonne finds that group 400 days, roughly a little over a year after the season finale of season 1. So, they could still leave. They could still leave and migrate.
Depends on what happens this season.
Depends on what happens this season. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. If the perimeter colony stays the whole season, depending on what the timeline is of how long this season is, like days, months, years, it may not work. But as of right now, it's possible.
Dude, we see CRM attack them, and they all bounce on their caravan.
They could, yeah.
That's them.
There you go. Yeah. So like maybe the artist colony starts to help and realize, okay, CRM's bad.
Sees the writing on the wall.
Sees the writing on the wall. They try to help out. CRM is just too much of a force. They wipe out a lot of them, but a lot of them then leave and migrate, and then that could actually fall into line with Michonne. That could actually be. I think that might work. I think that might be it right now.
Is Rick there?
That's what people were thinking. Like, do you think maybe he traveled through there? Not that he's in the perimeter colony, but maybe he traveled. Maybe he was there for a little while. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have no idea.
Wouldn't it be nice to have that information?
It would be really nice, yeah. So, guys, let us know. Do you think it adds up right now that the artist perimeter colony could potentially be the migrant caravan that we see Michonne meeting with? Maybe the columns, hordes, or whatever rolls through them. CRM tries to wipe them out. They get on their wagons, they leave. Or maybe CRM tries to take them out, and they leave either way. But let us know what you think, guys, and stay tuned for more. I am Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation. We're out.